Hi, I'm Karen Montgomery, and I am so excited to share with you today my new Scrap Crazy templates from Creative Grids. This template set, the first thing you're going to notice about it when you purchase it is that these 3 templates come inside a bag and they're packed with instructions. That bag's important because you're going to use it to store your templates when they're not in use. The 3 templates are used to cut 5 different pieces that will make a crazy patch block. Now, traditional crazy patches just sort of start in the center and keep adding things until you get to a certain point. But at some point you can get what's referred to as up the creek. That means you come to a corner that has to be set in. When you use these templates, you'll see that everything fits neatly together and it will create a square that will give you the look of a crazy patch pattern. This pattern is for a table runner, and it most closely resembles a traditional crazy patch. As you can see, there's all different colors, all different shapes and sizes, and it's put together so that it looks like it's crazy patch, but if you look, there's actually a standard 8-inch block right inside. You can get the same look in a variety of different ways. This is a pillow that's all done in white, and it gives you lots of opportunity to embellish, add ribbons and lace, some antique pieces that are in here. Makes a great keepsake. The templates themselves come in 3 different sizes, and you'll see that they're marked A, B, C, and D. That's because the A template, to cut the A shape, you use the entire template. So you cut completely around the outside edge. But to cut the B section, you're going to take any scrap that you have and any edge, line the one black line on the template up with that nice clean cut edge, and then cut the other 3 sides. You'll also notice that the points on many of them are clipped off. That clipped tip right there is going to be very helpful when you go to position your pieces and put them together. Once you have your pieces cut from scratch, the first thing that you're going to want to do is lay them out so that they form the block. Then it's stitched together in 2 sections. You'll stitch this C piece and the D piece together. And then you can press the seam in either direction because it doesn't make any difference. Press it towards the darker fabric. Add the A piece to the bottom and you've created Unit 1. When you create Unit 2, you're going to take the B piece and stitch it to the second C piece. And then those are going to get joined together. When you join them together, you'll see that the notched pieces that you created, these little clipped corners right here, when you put them right sides together to line them up, you'll see that they line up perfect. There's no guesswork in how you put them together. So you can create your blocks from lots of different colors or lots of different fabrics or just from a single color of fabric. The sample that's behind me was created with just a partial block. So you don't have to make the entire block as well. We have patterns and support materials to use the templates in lots of different ways. In addition, you can cut these templates from 6-inch strips. So if it's easier for your customers to trim the strips down, their scrap fabrics down into something usable, or if you want to make one of the other designs that we have here that uses just specific fabrics, what you can do is cut a 6-inch strip. Then I like to trim the end, the fold off, take the strips and place them both so that they're right sides up. That's an important thing to remember because that way all of your pieces are going to be facing the same direction. If you leave it facing down and facing up, so they're in opposite directions, you're going to be cutting mirror image blocks. And that's not always a problem because the quilt behind me is made with mirror image blocks. But if you work with 6-inch strips, the first thing you're going to notice is that the D template and the C template and the B section of the AB template are all 6 inches, so they'll fit perfectly on your strip. In addition, the remainder of the strip that's left, the AB template is 3 inches wide, so you can cut 2 of them from that section of the strip. So I cut my D template first because I need 1, my C template, then I rotate it 180 degrees, cut a second C template, cut my B template, and then cut my A template. The extra piece that's left can be used to cut an additional A or B or a D. So you can get lots of different pieces cut from the same 6-inch strip. And that'll help in a larger quilt to distribute your color all throughout the quilt. In addition, all of the pieces can be cut from a set of 10-inch squares. To use the 10-inch squares, there are instructions in your kit that you get with the piece, the instructions that come with it. And you would cut first the C template like this, and it's going to tell you to position the C template about a 1/2 inch up from the bottom edge. And then we take any straight edge ruler and butt it up against that C template like that. And then I'm going to take my rotary cutter and trim that in half. Now I have two pieces. I can cut my C template from here, my B template from here, cut an additional C from here, my D template from here, and my AB template from here. So you can cut it perfectly from a 10-inch block. This quilt here was done with one packet of 10-inch squares. So if you have a pre-cut 10-inch square pack like this, you can make a baby quilt that's this size. Remember that each 10-inch square will cut one block. So if you have 40 10-inch squares, you'll end up with 40 blocks. This baby quilt was made with a cut-loose press pattern, and you'll be able to find that at your local quilt store. This pattern is done in the exact same way. It's an 8-inch block. This is a purchase pattern from the quilt company, which you'll also find at your local quilt store. And the tessellated design that's in the pattern is done with the Crazy Patch templates and the standard 8-inch block. It's just the positioning of the colors that makes the difference. I hope you enjoy using these templates. I'm very excited about them, and I know you're going to love them. It's going to help you to make beautiful quilts from the scraps in your scrap container.